Meaning of the English idiom, go the extra mile. To go the extra mile means to do more than is expected or needed, to make a greater effort than needed. Examples of use. If you go the extra mile at work, they just expect more from you without actually giving you any credit. I really went the extra mile on our anniversary this year, said Frank. We had a great time. We are going to face a lot of difficulties getting through these next few months. I hope you are all prepared to go the extra mile. Origin of idiom. This idiom may come from the Bible. With slightly different wording, it appears in Matthew chapter 5, verse 41. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. Twain means twice as much, or in this case, twice as far. A dedicated viewer and commenter helpfully informed me of another possible origin having to do with a Roman law that allowed soldiers to force Jews to carry their burdens. It is true that this Bible passage has often been cited as a reference to Angaria, or the Roman law that allowed soldiers to requisition transport. This term was adopted by the Romans from the Persian, where it referred to posting of relays by horses. This Roman law included forcing people under Roman rule to maintain the supplies and horses of Roman soldiers and to forward letters or carry their burdens, as well as allowing Roman authorities to conscript men and animals for public works. Although going an extra mile is recorded as a saying of Jesus, Galilee was not occupied by Roman troops, so it is unlikely Jesus would have come across any there. We have to imagine that he encountered this practice on his travels, or perhaps more likely, he was simply repeating a saying that already existed. The modern wording and meaning of this idiom were first seen in English in 1907. Let's look at another interesting English idiom using the word mile, a country mile. Since I am from the country but I now live in the city, I've noticed that my perception of distance is different than my city slicker friends. If they tell me something is a mile away, it's usually just a couple of city blocks. While if I tell them something is a mile away, it may be much further. This fits with the idiom. A country mile is a long distance, and to do something by a country mile is to do it by a very large margin. If someone like me tells you something is just up the road, it may be very close, or you may have to drive a country mile to get there. Country star Loretta Lynn used this idiom to good effect in her hit song, You're Looking at Country. This little girl would walk a country mile to find her a good old slow-talking country boy. She didn't mean she would just walk a mile. She meant she would walk a very long way. If you like this video, I've made hundreds of more like it to help you learn about English idioms. But in order for me to keep making new idiom videos, I need your help. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and perhaps leave a comment for me below. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe and use the bell notification icon.